big sky. That voice cut through. One from my life, everybody told him, here we go. Southside bedroom, dial on glow. Those voices lit. Yo, Wayne in the winter, Durham in June. Rooney on the car, rocking that little room. Southside static, clock past 2. Dream in the dark, saying this could be you. Now I'm up late, writing these schemes, turning every box score back into dreams. From that first faint signal to this full screen scene, got my squad on deck, you know what I mean? From Southside airwaves to the stream. Old school radio, new school screen. Every clap, every crack of the seam, we bring that heat, we bring that team. From Southside airwaves to the stream. Turn it up loud, live your dream. Play by play like you first heard me. From Southside airwaves to the stream. Dr. K by my side, that queen, that brain. Keeps the vision locked in, keeps the fire in frame. Victor on the board, every level on point. Heard in every earbud, every living room joint. Big dog Shane got the grit and cut. Makes the open feel big, every heartbeat thump. Snowman more than me, and yeah, we built this beam. Throwing back to that radio, beaming into your screen. Old school spirit, new school speed. Call it how we see it, give the people what they need. From that childhood room to this global feed. We don't chase the moment, we make it indeed. From Southside airwaves to the stream. Old school radio, new school screen. At every crack of the seam, we bring that heat, we bring that team. From Southside airwaves to the stream. Turn it up loud, live your dream. Play by play like you first heard me. From Southside airwaves to the stream. To the stream. This one my life, everybody told him, here we go. Southside bedroom, dial on glow. Those voices lit. Yo, Wayne in the wind, clock past 2. Dream in the dark, saying this could be you. Now I'm up late, writing these schemes, turning every box score back into dreams. From that first faint signal to this full screen scene, got my squad on deck, you know what I mean? From Southside airwaves to the stream. Old school radio, new school screen. Every clap, every crack of the seam, we bring that heat, we bring that team. From Southside airwaves to the stream. Turn it up loud, live your dream. Play by play like you first heard me. From Southside airways to the street. Dr. K by my side, that queen, that brain. Keeps the vision locked in, keeps the fire in frame. Victor on the board, every on point, heard in every earbud, every living room joint. Big dog Shane got the grit in the cut, makes the open feel big, every heartbeat thump. Snowman more than me, and yeah, we built this beam, throwing back to that radio, beaming into your screen. Old school spirit, new school speed, call it how we see it, give the people what they need, from that childhood room to this global feed. We don't chase the moment, we make it indeed. From Southside airwaves to the stream. Local radio, no school screen. Every crack of the seam, we bring that heat. We bring that team. From Southside airwaves to the stream. Turn it up loud, live your dream. Play by play like you first heard me. From Southside airwaves to the stream. To the stream. This one from my life, everybody told them, here we go. Southside bedroom, dollar glow. Those voices lit. Yo, Wayne in the winter, Durham in June. Rooney on the car, rocking that little room. Southside static, clock past 2. Dream in the dark, saying it could be you. Now I'm up late, writing these schemes, turning every box score back in a dream. From that first faint signal to this full screen, spot on deck, you know what I mean. From Southside airwaves to the stream. Old school radio, new school screen. Every clap, every crack of the seam, we bring that heat, we bring that team. From Southside airwaves to the stream. Turn it up loud, live your dream. Play by play, from Southside airwaves to the stream. K-Bob on my side, that clean that brain, keep the vision locked in, keep the fire in frame. We're on board, every level on point, heard in every earbud, every living room joint. Big dog Shane got the grit in the cut, makes the open feel big, every heartbeat thump. Snowman more than me, and yeah, we built this beam, throwing back to that radio, beaming into your screen. Old school spirit, new school speed, call it how we see it, give the people what they need, from that childhood room to this global feed. We don't chase the moment, we make it indeed. From Southside airwaves to the stream. Old school radio, no school screen. Every crack of the seam, we bring that heat, we bring that team. From Southside airwaves to the stream. Turn it up loud, live your dream. Play by play like you first heard me. From Southside airwaves to the stream. To the stream. Southside stack, tiny room, big sky, that voice cut through. First time I heard the fight, crowd in the speaker, cold wind on the gas, one call, one quarter, I knew this feeling would last. Old dial, hand on knob, painted in my mind like a sideline job. Wayne on the waves, every place so clear. Turn that little south side room in the front row here. Fast forward, I'm the one on the call. Got a crew on the headset, we're answering the ball. Dr. K with the vision, reason feel like a scheme. Victor locking in the sound, clean roster screen. From AM dreams to string kings, we bring that bang, you feel that ring. Old school heart in a new school thing. Snowman run the yard. Let the moves go out from the south side bedroom to the nationwide dial. It's that heat when the kickoff swings from AM dreams to string kings. You streams to string kings. Big dog Shane with the cuts on deck. Make the open feel like a goal line check. Pass pop louder when the beat dropped in. Every fan in the chat like lock us in. Cold night bowls, warm glow on the face. We got legends in the clips, but setting the pace. From legends on the pitch to the checks in the mix. We measure every yard with these stories we fit. Old tape, new tech, same chill in your chest. You can hear that band, you can smell in every living room. We ain't changed the soul, we just changed the route. Same game, new way. Let the snowman shout. From AM dreams to string king, we bring that bang, you feel that ring. Oh, so hard in the school, the snowman run the yard. Turn it up, let the booth go out. From the south side bedroom to the nationwide dial. It's that hit when the kickoff swings from AM dreams to string kings. Hey, hey, to string kings.
Now what? Good evening, everyone. It's the College Football Playoff Quarterfinal round. And tonight, from the Cotton Bowl in Dallas. It is the Miami Hurricanes and the Ohio State Buckeyes, the reigning and defending national champions. Good evening, everybody. Brian Snow here with you, ready to bring this to you. And man, I'll tell you what, it's going to be fun tonight. But a popular debate was sparked, and I want you guys' opinion throughout the night until the next play the quarterfinals and semifinals on campus, just like they do the first round. I say yes. I say yes, they should. Waiting to get everything started here. We're a few minutes away from kickoff. It's Miami and Ohio State live from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Make sure we get everything situated here. Doggone it. Oh, no, you don't. Yes, Kenneth, yes, please. Climbforchris.com is the website you need to send him. So I want to use that one. There are two sponsors tonight, Climb for Chris and also Snowman's Road to Recovery. Your leading passers coming into tonight for the Hurricanes, it's Carson Beck, who has thrown 28 touchdowns and 10 interceptions, thrown for 3,175 yards. And for the Buckeyes, it is the Super Saiyan himself, Julian Saiyan, who has completed 279 of 356. He's thrown 31 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and he has thrown for 3,323 yards. So a pair of 3,000-yard passers. FaceTime they met in a while, but their most infamous meeting occurred, and I say infamous, occurred in 2003 for the national championship. Oh, no, I ain't losing this one. I ain't losing this one. All right, they're getting ready to go. Much time and prepping this. I'm not going to let a few technical difficulties, which is the lesson my buddy Rising Ronald wanted me to learn. I've learned it. We're off and rolling. Miami gets the ball first. They have won the toss and have deferred. So they'll start at their own 25-yard line. Now, what we do here is we bring you the old school of this here ball game. It'll be 1st and 10 for Miami from their own 25-yard from their own 25-yard line. God, dog. Okay. I'm having a little feed trouble here, folks. So I'll either play through the screen. Best pass is incomplete. Be 2nd and 10 from 5-yard line. Let's meet the offense, shall we? And line up this way. Your receivers are Keelan, CJ Daniels, and Malachi Tony. That's the man you want to watch. The Miami Moving Company, left to right goes Markel Bell, the senior transfer, Matthew McCoy, James Brockemeyer at center, Inez Cooper, and Francis Managoa. Your can is Alex Bauman, Carson Beck is your quarterback, and Mark Fletcher is your running back. Gain of 3 on that last play. It's now 3rd and 7. As Beck will throw, and it's incomplete. Now it's 4th down. Other bowl winners include both Illinois and Northwestern. I think that's the first time in history where both Illinois schools that I follow bowl game. And a shout out to both of my buddies, and Dave Ennett and Brian Barnhart. Barnhart for Illinois, and Brian Barnhart for Illinois, and Dave Ennett for Northwestern. So Beck has gone 0 for 2. Keelan Marion, the intended receiver. Here's the punt. And the Buckeyes will take it at their own 24. Part of tonight's game is brought to you by Climb for Chris. Visit climbforchris.com and let's help our buddy Chris Hilliard win the fight against an aggressive brain tumor that he's getting treatment on and more. And there's a special event that I tell you about featuring Chris Hilliard. Your receivers for Ohio State. Let's meet the Ohio State defense. All right. We got week 10. Ohio State, Scarlet Times, Grapevines. They move right from their own 24-yard. Get to Bo Jackson running left. Jackson across the 25, met by the Hurricanes and dragged down at about the 27-yard line. Let's meet the Ohio State offense. Carnell Tate on the left side. Jeremiah Smith on the right side. The slot is Brandon Ennis. Left to right, Austin Sieverfeld, Luke Montgomery, Carson Husman, Tasha Bola, and Philip Daniels. On second down, saying to throw out to the right, incomplete, looking for that man named Carnell Tate. And that brings up 3rd and 7. And the last thing Ohio State wants to do, since they are the heavy favorite in this game, is go 3 and out on their fish. I've seen them go 3 and out on their first possession before. Max Clare is your tight end. Julian Superset is your quarterback, and Bo Jackson is your running back. 3rd and 7 from the 28-yard line, from the 27-yard line. Beg your pardon. They'll operate out of the shotgun. Saying in shotgun formation. Now walks up to the line. Shouts out some adjusters. The line communicates. And on 3rd and 7, Saying back to throw. Pressure coming, and he is sacked. Miami gets home with the first sack of the game. And Ohio State indeed goes 3 and out. Let's meet the Hurricane defense. Ruben Bain on the left end. Nose tackle is David Blay. Ahmad Moten is the right tackle. Akeem Meisner is the right end. Muhammad Toure, Wesley. Excuse me. I felt that sneeze coming too. Now the punt's away, and fair catch called for and made at the Miami 39, and that is where the Hurricanes will begin this possession out off the punt of Joe McGuire. 42-yard punt, 44-yard punt, no return. And Miami will get the ball for the second time. How about some score predictions? For all you that are with us, make your score predictions down in the chat. And let's see how close you are. I say 31-27 Buckeyes. I have the Buckeyes moving on. Tomorrow, we got a doozy for you. It's the top-seeded and top-ranked Indiana Hoosiers. They will take on the challengers of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Yes, that game will happen, and it's the Rose Bowl It's a 4 o'clock start. Our pregame will start at 3:30, and my set will be complete by then. I promise you that. I got drinks all over the place. A little orange power drink here, my water over there. And well, that's our game tomorrow. Friday, we dip back into hockey with the New York Rangers challenging the two-time defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. And on Saturday, it's the one game I have looked forward to but didn't have on my bingo card all year. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers, if you can believe it, not just for the NFC West title, but for the number 1 seed in the NFC. And I have spoken so many times. In fact, there was a point during the season where, after I had a conversation with Deb Whitkus, and we're not doing picks this week, we're taking the week off to celebrate the new year. Because after Deb Whitkus and I had a conversation, I capitulated. I said, there's no way that they can come all the way back. And this is after they lost to the Rams to drop to 6-4 on the year. Miami got here with a 10-3 win. Yes, you heard that score correctly. 10-3 win over Texas A&M offense for the second time tonight. They have it 1st and 10 at their own 39. They give it to the running back running straight ahead, and he'll plow forward for about 4. Fletcher. Mark Fletcher was the ball carrier that time. 89 receptions for the man Malachi Toney and no drops. 2 receivers left, lone slot to the right. Snap to Beck. Back to throw. Looking. Swings it out to the right side. It's caught by Fletcher. He's got a first down and more into Buckeye territory down to the 40-yard line. Matthews ran him out of bounds. 16-yard gain on that play and a first down for the Hurricanes, and they are in business. Fletcher stays in the backfield, stands to the right of Beck. That's a 16-yard gain, as mentioned. 1st and 10, Miami. They move left to right, white tops, white bottoms, and the Hurricane orange and green colors. They give it to Fletcher, running left. Fletcher bullying his way forward. He'll pick up 1, maybe 2 on that play. McDonald on the stop for Ohio State. Reese on the assist. 11.5 remaining in the first quarter. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd down and 9. Second possession for the Miami Hurricanes. Back out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. Lone slot to the right. Malachi Toney lined up deep to the left. And the snap to Beck. He looks. Stepping up. Throws off of Fletcher and incomplete and nearly picked off. And it's now 3rd and 9. Another 3rd down coming up for the Miami Hurricanes. I know Dr. DeLay's doing this game. You can check him out. Rising Rhino is doing this game. I believe On the Go with CeeLo is doing this game also. So it's 3rd down and 9, 11:04 remaining in the first quarter. Miami ball moving left to right. Beck will line up in the shotgun. Fans making noise. 80,000 plus at AT&T Stadium. From the Ohio State 40 left hash, 2 receivers to the left, lone slot to the right. Now they make it 2 and 2, and Beck back throw against pressure. He fires and it's caught. First down inside the 30 down to the 26 line. Daniels with the reception for Miami. That's a gain of 13 and a first down for the Hurricanes. C.J. Daniels on the reception for the Miami Hurricanes, and they convert another 3rd down. Second one on this drive. and then get a new set of downs. And Styles taken off the field. I think it's his shoulder that they're working on now. 10:35 left in the opening quarter. It's Tony that's in shotgun formation. They're trying to get him the ball. So this is a wildcat formation. Two receivers left and right. They snap it to Tony, and Tony pulls his way forward inside the 25 down to the 23-yard line. Gain of 4. Second down and 6. First snap that has come Malachi Tony's way. 10:08 left in the first quarter. No score, but Miami is on the move. 18-year-old out of Liberty City, Florida. Tony lines up to the right along with the deep receiver. So 3 receivers to the right. Daniels in the backfield. Now a receiver in motion. Snap to Beck. Looking. Now takes off. Dives inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line. What's up, Pizzle? Thanks for stopping by. Let's meet the Ohio State defense. Across the front is Caden Curry, Caden McDonald, Taiwan Malone, and Kenyatta Jackson. Your linebackers, Sonny Styles, who was just carted off, and Arvell Reese, Jermaine Matthews, Caleb Downs, Jalen McClain, Dawson Ignosis, and Lorenzo Styles. That was Lorenzo Styles who was taken off the field. 3rd and 3. Can they get 3 straight third downs on this drive? Snap to Beck to give it a head. Running back hasn't. He's short. He is short of the first down, and the ball popped out. The ball popped out. Ohio State says they have a turnover, and they do. And the Buckeyes take it away from the Hurricanes. It is Pierce with the recovery for Ohio State. Fletcher on the carry. Caden Curry forced the fumble. Pierce with the recovery, and the Buckeyes take it away. And that indeed is a fumble as we take a look at it. That'll send us to a break. 8:51 left in the first quarter. Ohio State goes on offense for the second time tonight. We're back in 100 seconds. This is the 2025 College Football Playoff Quarterfinal game between the Buckeyes and the Hurricanes. And you're watching it live and hearing it live on Snowman Multimedia Sports.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Back to our live coverage of the 2025 College Football Playoff Quarterfinal round between Miami and Ohio State. Brian Snow here with you. If you look back to the 2002 BCS National Championship with these two teams played, it was a controversial pass interference that allowed the game to continue. Ohio State got it to overtime. They forced an incompletion from Ken Dorsey, and number 2 beat number 1 31-24 in a classic 2 overtime game. And I believe they are going to take a look at this. Since that game, Ohio State has had 20 10-win seasons, 20, and Miami's only had 4. So it's Buckeye ball, first down and 10. They did not need to take a look at that. They confirmed it during the break. From the 19-yard line, first and 10, Ohio State moving right to left. Claire in motion, the tight end. Sands steps back into the shotgun. Jackson stands to his right, ball on the right hash. They fake it to Jackson. Sands to throw, looks left, throws left, caught. First down by Ennis. Oh, that's Jeremiah Smith, beg your pardon, out to the 29-yard line. That's a gain of 10 and a first down for the Bucks. In 4 games in the college football playoff last year, Jeremiah Smith had 19 receptions, 381 yards, and 5 touchdowns, including one big one against Notre Dame in the national championship game. First and 10 from the 29. Saying back in shotgun, trips to the left. Trips to the left. Now they'll shift from the shotgun to the pistol, and they give it to Jackson running left. Jackson trying to get motion forward. He's going to go backward and swallow it up big. Ahmad Moten with the tackle for Miami. It's a loss of 2 officially to be second down and 12. Let's see if I can get Victor in here to hang out with me on this New Year's Eve special. Bulls and Pelicans doing battle. Second down and 12 from the 27. Out of the power pistol with Claire in the backfield. They give it to Jackson running right, and Jackson's loose across the 30, and he's banged down at the 35-yard line. 8-yard gain, 3rd and 4. Third down and 4 coming up for the Bucks at their own 35-yard line. Ohio State so far 0 for 1 on third down conversions. That's going to be a big key for them tonight. 3rd and 4, Sand out of the gun. Jackson stands to his left. Now jettisons the backfield. Snap to Sand. Looking. A lot pass is incomplete. Looking for Carnell Tate. And it's 4th and 4. So again, 3 and out goes Ohio State after the turnover. And they'll have to punt again. Pass was right there. Tate just could not get to it. Let's see what Ohio State does. Nope, they're going to punt. They will punt for the second time tonight. Miami has punted and turned the ball over. Punt right to left, far side of the field. Catch called for and made by Tony at the 17-yard line. 6 minutes, 36 seconds left in the first quarter. No score in this 2025 College Football Playoff Quarterfinals, and the Hurricanes here live on Snowman Multimedia Sports.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Football freaks and gridiron geeks, don't forget, A-Pizzle's on live at 10 p.m. tonight with Pain and Gain Pick'ems, final regular season picks of the year, Week 18, including the big one that I will have the call for Saturday night between the Seahawks and the 49ers from Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And you owe me it's tomorrow night. Okay, so I have been corrected. It is tomorrow night. Thank you, Pizzle. Victor Locke joins us. We'll be live tomorrow night. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that correction, Pizzle. Appreciate that. So not tonight, but tomorrow night is the final Pain and Game regular season edition of Pain and Game Pick'ems. We're still in 2025, and my owner has already ensured that 2026 will be a clown show. I don't know if I'll be able to keep it clean when I get back. I don't expect you to, partner. They're at halftime in the UC, and the Bulls up 65-59. Kane's ball out of the shotgun. Snap to Beck, looking right, looking left. Now he'll take off. Beck across the 25 and slides at the 20s. They'll mark him at the 25. So a gain of 8. It'll be second down and 2. The defense for Ohio State has been awesome, allowing only 8 points per game, 214 yards per game, and 129 passing yards per game. You know where that ranks? All of them rank first in the nation. My Christmas was great, Kenneth. How was yours? How was you guys' Christmas? And what are you looking forward to most in the new year? 2nd and 1. They run it straight ahead, a first down and more across the 30. Out to the 32, 33-yard line. Fletcher gains 6 to the Miami 31, and a new set of downs for the Hurricanes. Oh, the Q Queen is here. That's right. She's one of the first ones that broke the chat tonight. I appreciate you. I'm going to sneeze again. Hopefully I can fight off this sneeze. I don't know what's been going on with me. Out of the pistol with Fletcher behind back. They give it to Fletcher running left. Fletcher busts his way through, and now he's loose. Fletcher has a first down out to the 44-yard line on a gain of 13. Fletcher getting work early with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Don Gleason joined us from LinkedIn, said should be exciting to hear you call the game. I appreciate that. The big dog is with us. He's celebrating New Year's. I'm going to do my celebrating after this stream winds down. And Daniel Berry was our first chatter in the chat tonight. 1st and 10. They fake it to Fletcher. Zips it left. Caught by Tony. That's his first catch. Tony dropped it, but able to pick it back up. Man, oh, man. And now we got flags. Or do we? No, we don't. The refs are going to let him play. Which is good. The excitement is crazy tonight. Yep, Genevieve is here with us. She was one of the ones that broke the seal on the chat tonight. Remember, tomorrow, I'll take you into the Pain and Game Pick'ems with my call of Indiana and Alabama. That's at 4, and there may be a second one on the docket, pending how I feel. Fletcher straight ahead. Fletcher moving left. He gets across midfield into Ohio State territory down to the 48. Third down coming up as Downs made the stop for Buckeyes. Caleb Downs, that is. Miami 1 for 3 on third downs tonight. They need a deuce with 3:19 remaining in the opening quarter. Miami on the move again. They've been piling up the yards. They have outgained Ohio State 89-9, and yet there's no score in the ball game. So they're allowing the champs to hang around. 3rd and 2, 4 on the play clock. Snap to Beck, looking, firing. That's caught. First down. Daniels with the reception for Miami, and a new set of downs for the Hurricanes. Gain of 9 on that pass play. And Victor, before you even ask, because I know Victor's one of the main, I know you all worry about my health so much, and I've missed so many streams. I am feeling great. I had a chance to get my chores done, had a chance to get a nap earlier, and I had all my prep done. I'm ready for today, and I'm ready up until Saturday. On first down, Beck swings it to Tony. Tony cuts inside the 35, where he's met by a bunch of Buckeyes and ridden backwards right there. Gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 on the second reception of the night for Malachi Tony. I had a lot of fun calling the Bears and the 49ers game on Sunday night, because that game was a doozy, to say the least. 2nd and 6, 154 for the half, no score. Miami with the ball for the 3rd time. 3 receivers out to the right, now 2 as receiver comes in motion. Snap to Beck, looking right, throwing right, caught, first down and more, down to the 28-yard line. And the reception was made by Joshua Trader, the sophomore. That's his first reception of the night, and another first down for the Hurricanes. They get a new set of downs. Gain of 7 on that play. Now, it was in this part of the field where the Buckeyes took the ball away, and I feel another sneeze coming on, and I hate it. I want to get to the end of the first quarter before I let loose a big sneeze and I make a mess. Been fighting a cold for the last month, but I've done good so far with the vitamin C. On first down, run straight ahead by Pringle, and Pringle picks up 7. Ibanosin with the stop for the Buckeyes. 2nd down and 3 as we are creeping down to the end of the first quarter. In the next couple of years, I'm going to be at one of these in person with my Snowman Multimedia Sports crew covering this. If I find a private room in AT&T Stadium, I'm going to strap the headset on. 2nd down and 3. They give it to Pringle again, and Pringle will be short of the first down. And that will put a cap on the first quarter. Are they going to give him the? Yep, they're going to give him the first down. Mario Cristobal, coach of the Hurricanes, and Ryan Day, the coach of the Bucks, who find themselves with Miami knocking on the door again as we have come to the end of the first quarter. Your score at the end of 1, Miami nothing, Ohio State nothing. The 2025 College Football Playoff Cotton Bowl edition between Miami and Ohio State, and you're watching it live on Snowman's Multimedia Force. Hey, Chicago, it's time to climb. Excitement is in the air as we come together for something extraordinary. The Climb for Chris fundraising event, a celebration of strength, community, and unwavering hope. One of our own, Brother Rice class of 2009, a leader, a coach, a friend, a father, Chris Hilliard has spent his life lifting others up, guiding young athletes, inspiring students, and taking every chance to explore the world with his wife Lauren and their 1-year-old son. But in September of 2024, everything changed. Chris was diagnosed with a rare, aggressive brain tumor. Since then, he's been in constant, grueling treatment, traveling out of state almost every other week, from last-minute flights to long hotel stays to meals and rental cars. The bills add up fast. Chris is now a part of an international clinical trial, a treatment path that gives real hope. But staying in the fight means staying in the program, and staying in the program means more travel, more time away, and more mounting expenses. So now it's our turn to show up for him. Join us at Climb for Chris, featuring live music from Maggie Speaks, great food, drinks, raffles, and a community ready to stand tall. Every dollar raised goes toward Chris's medical and travel costs so he can focus on healing, not bills. Every $10 makes a difference. And if you can't give today, sharing the page helps more than you know. Chris is always the one who shows up when it matters. Now we climb for him. Be a part of the miracle. Be a part of the movement. Join us, support, pray, and share. Together, we climb. Learn more and contribute today at Climb for Chris by visiting climbforchris.com. All right, time for a little trivia. And the first trivia question of the night goes like this. Name the Miami alumnus. Name the Miami Hurricane alumnus who became a Super Bowl MVP in 1990. Sit on that for a minute. Let's see if you can get it. We're getting ready for the second quarter. Miami and Ohio State are scoreless. Yeah, thanks. Hey, thanks, Pizzle. Capitalize word cute. And I don't want to get hit with a couch, but doggone it, I adopted her as my daughter from across the pond, so why not? They flip directions. Miami right to left this time out of the pistol. They give it to Fletcher, running right. Fletcher breaks through. Fletcher again, down inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line. Gain of 5, second down and 5. This Ohio State's defense is getting run over right now. And they better make some adjustments quick, or it's going to be a short night for the Buckeyes. However, they do own a turnover as the Buckeyes caused a fumble in this part of the field. Second down and 6 officially from the 13-yard line. They snap it to Beck and fires. It is caught, and out of bounds is Daniels. And it's going to be 3rd and 2 on a gain of 4. Beck looks to the sidelines and gets his instructions. Miami has run 22 plays. Ohio State has only run 7. They've run for 61 yards so far. This is probably the time they'll look for the running back. And he's wide open. Fletcher walks in. Touchdown, Miami. Nine-yard touchdown pass from Carson Beck to Mark Fletcher. And they break the seal on the scoring. Miami leads 6-0 with the extra point to come. If you like what you see and what you hear, you can help us out with a super chat, a Cash App donation, or a PayPal donation. Any and everything helps make this operation go. Jaden fielding for the extra point. Snap is down. It's on the way, and it's through the uprights. And the Miami Hurricanes bust out first. It didn't take them until the fourth quarter this time to score a touchdown. It took them a few seconds into the second quarter. They had 7 offensive linemen. Fletcher leaked out to the left and was able to get it to him quick. And Fletcher took it the rest of the way. me and the crew will be doing these in person, God willing, beginning next year. 13:31 for the half. Hurricanes 7 and the Buckeyes nothing. Buckeyes ball when you all get back on Snowman Multimedia Sports.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze claw.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do two circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Did you get our first trivia question? The question was, who was the former Miami Hurricane that became a Super Bowl MVP in 1990? The answer, Otis Anderson. Spent time with St. Louis Cardinals, but won the Super Bowl MVP for Super Bowl 25 with the New York Football Giants. So the answer is Otis Anderson. We have themed trivia questions all night. While I'm here, why don't you predict some scores for me? How about some score predictions? What do you guys think? Who wins and what score do you predict for it? 7-0 Hurricanes, I beg your pardon. Buckeyes get the ball back. And a long march. 13 plays, 83 yards. Jaden Fielding will kick it away, and it's going to go to and through the end zone for a touchback. And the Buckeyes will start on 25-yard line with 13:31 remaining in the half. Akeem Mesidora has been wreaking havoc for the Hurricanes. He's got the first sack of the game, along with Ruben Bain, who has been clogging up the running lanes. Everybody in here, if you're a first-time listener, make sure you like, share, support the show with a super chat and or a Cash App. It helps us grow and helps everybody grow. On first down, staying to throw. Winds up, throws it deep. Man, running wide open. Carnell Tate, he's got it! He's got it! Down to the 15-yard line. I beg your pardon, this Jeremiah Smith. 59 on the reception. And finally, Ohio State, for the first time tonight, is in Miami territory. Boy, did they need that. They needed that one bad. Down to the 16-yard line. It is 1st and 10 for the Buckeyes. 12:28 remaining first half. Left to right come the Buckeyes. Snap to Sayin. Fake to Jackson. Sayin steps up, and down he goes again. Second time Sayin has been sacked tonight for a loss of 6. Ruben Bain with the sack. Second sack tonight, as mentioned, for Miami. So they get the big play. Ohio State does, but unfortunately, Sayin gets sacked for the second time. This Miami defense, to use words, so far has been relentless. Second down and 16 for the Buckeyes outside the red zone. And the snap to Sayin. Fires right, it's picked up. That's a pick 6. Oh, my heavens. The defense of the Hurricanes strikes again. Touchdown. Wow. I'm stunned with this beginning right now. And it's Scott with the pick 6 for Miami. Kehlani Scott, the senior transfer, just raced 70 yards for a pick 6, and the Canes are up 2 scores. It is now 14-0 with the extra point by Fielding. Boy, Kehlani Scott read that like a book. He saw the outside screen coming, jumped the route, and no one touched him. He broke on that immediately, and there was no one within 10 yards of him when he took it back to the house. 11:49 left in the second quarter, and it's all Miami right now. They lead Ohio State 14-0. Let's pause for this brief timeout.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
The champs are in trouble. Kehlani Scott just picked off a Julian Sayin pass and raced 70 yards untouched for the second touchdown of the night, and it's all Miami so far, 14-0. This is on the heels of Ohio State getting a big play, a 59-yard reception, then a sack, and then the pick 6. 11:49 remains in the second quarter. Brian Snow back here with you, and I am in shock at the moment as the champs are getting outplayed. Here is Fielding's kick, headed to the back of the end zone, and it's a touchback, and they'll take it out to the 25-yard line. Great job by Kehlani Scott. Read the play perfectly. And he didn't even try to bring pressure. He saw the pass coming as soon as Claire jettisoned the backfield. And Sayin had no business throwing that. And Kehlani Scott raced the other way. So the U is up 2 scores. Ohio State starts from their 25-yard line on 1st and 10. Fake handoff, Sayin to throw, fires, and it is caught. Jeremiah Smith will pick up 12 and a first down out to the 38-yard line. Correction, it's a gain of 13. This is the largest deficit of the season for Ohio State. 14 points. It's Keontae Scott. I said Kalante. It's Keontae Scott. Read that wrong. Apologize for that. 14-0 Miami. 11:20 remains in the first half. Ohio State ball as they will try again. And they give it to the running back.
Never be wrong again.
Thank you, honey. Yes, that was my beautiful Dr. K bringing me dessert. And now Ohio State's midfield, they've got to get us on this drive. Because if they don't score and Miami takes it down and scores the other way, there's going to be a lot of trouble and a lot of talking in the locker room. 14-0 Hurricanes, 10:36 for the half. Plenty of game left. Miami shows blitz, and here they come. Saying to throw. A lot pass to the right side. Oh, and Smith nearly brought that in. Couldn't. It's 2nd down and 10. Dr. Gay brought me dessert, and she says, you're never allowed wrong again. They were fighting up the sidelines. Smith can get 10:27 remaining in the second quarter. Buckeyes and Hurricanes for a spot in the semifinal. And we are doing both semifinals since they are staggered, which helps. Saying back to throw against pressure, and he is rocked. And down for the 3rd time tonight. 13-yard loss. And for the 2nd time tonight, Akeem Meisner with the sack for Miami. 2 players missed, saying, and they are reading this Ohio State offense like a book. 3rd and 23. Excuse me. Back to throw is Sand. Drops the screen. It's complete to Donaldson. Donaldson will get out to the 49. That's as far as they go, and they'll have to punt it again. Just already take a deep breath. He has not seen a defense like this all year. So McGuire will punt it away again. Malachi Toney is the returner for Miami. Snap to McGuire is good, and he gets it away. Toney, fair catch called for and made at the 11-yard line. 40-yard punt with no return. And here's a shocker. Who had this on their bingo card? Especially not me. 8:53 for the half. It's Miami 14, Ohio State nothing. We're back after this timeout. Hey, Chicago, it's time to climb. Excitement is in the air as we come together for something extraordinary. The Climb for Chris fundraising event, a celebration of strength, community, and unwavering hope. One of our own, Brother Rice class of 2009, a leader, a coach, a friend, a father, Chris Hilliard has spent his life lifting others up, guiding young athletes, inspiring students, and taking every chance to explore the world with his wife Lauren and their 1-year-old son. But in September of 2024, everything changed. Chris was diagnosed with a rare aggressive brain tumor. Since then, he's been in constant, grueling treatment, traveling out of state almost every other week From last-minute flights to long hotel stays to meals and rental cars, the bills add up fast. Chris is now a part of an international clinical trial, a treatment path that gives real hope. But staying in the fight means staying in the program, and staying in the program means more travel, more time away, and more mounting expenses. So now it's our turn to show up for him. Join us at Climb for Chris, featuring live music from Maggie Speaks, great food, drinks, raffles, and a community ready to stand tall. Every dollar raised goes toward Chris's medical and travel costs so he can focus on healing, not bills. Every $10 makes a difference. And if you can't give today, sharing the page helps more than you know. Chris is always the one who shows up when it matters. Now we climb for him. Be a part of the miracle. Be a part of the movement. Join us, support, pray, and share. Together, we climb. Learn more and contribute today at Climb for Chris by visiting climbforchris.com. $14-0 Hurricanes, and they're ready to get back to business. The winner of this game gets the winner of Ole Miss and Georgia. They play tomorrow, 8 p.m. in the Superdome in New Orleans. And right now, it is all Miami. They've outgained Ohio State 128-86. Each team owns a turnover. 2-1 in the first downs. 8-4 is the official count. Neither team has tried a fourth down yet. 1st and 10 for the Hurricanes at their own 11. And they hand it off to Fletcher, and Fletcher is met and dropped right at the point of attack. Excuse me. I beg your pardon. 2nd down and 10. And now they're going to go tempo to try to wear him out, and Ohio State's confused. Back to throw. Fires right. That is caught by Daniels. 1st down, Miami. Sorry about that, folks. 1st and 10 for Miami. They continue to pile on the yards. 9 first downs for Miami, only 4 for Ohio State. From their own 20, they go back to work, tight end in motion. They give it to Fletcher, running straight ahead, and Fletcher gets 3 out to the 25-yard line. 2nd and 7 coming up for Miami as we're down to 7:45 remaining in the first half. Gavin Cotter is with us. Thanks for joining. 2nd down and 7. 7.5 of the half. Snap to Beck. Looking left. Throwing left. Caught. And dropped right where he caught it. Marion on the reception. It's a 4-yard gain on the play. It leaves 3rd down and 3. 146-86. Ohio State has -8 rushing yards so far tonight, including 3 big sacks. Miami 3 for 5 on 3rd down. They want to take this clock the rest of the way in the first half. From the 29-yard line, 3rd and 3. Snap to Beck, looking right. Now take off. Beck dives for a 1st down. Yep, it is indeed a 1st down. And you know what? You know, live and in stereo, I said just that. They have not faced a defense, and I'll add your correction to it. Ohio State never faced a defense like this until they played Indiana in the Big Ten Championship. I just got spammed again. Dagnabbit. Well, you know you arrived as a YouTuber when you get spammed. They're going to review the last play, The call on the field is a first down. And Ohio State is getting punched in the mouth and then punched to the ribs and everything else. Where did Beck take his slide? And he actually dove forward. And I think Miami coughed up the football earlier, but Ohio State couldn't do anything with it. Oh, yeah, that's a first down. Oh, excuse me. I beg your pardon. I hate the fact that I'm sneezing. So this is going to be they're going to change this. They're going to be short of the first down. He needed to make the 33, and his leg goes down at the 32-yard lines. So it's 4th and a short 1. Yep, call's overturned, 4th and 1. And Cristobal is angry. Cristobal is not happy with that reversal. So now Miami will punt for the second time tonight. Third time, I beg your pardon. Joyce will punt it away. Dag nabbit. Sick of all this spam in my comments with the link that doesn't work. Here's one by Joyce, and it's gonna drop and it's gonna roll inside the 15 and down to the 9-yard line. 60-yard punt with no return. Eric Bailey said Buckeyes have been pretenders all year. Sure looks like it. 5:50 for the second quarter. And your score is Miami 14 and Ohio State nothing. And if Cristobal breaks out the pointing finger, just like my wife does to me, no happy feelings are involved. Of course, with my wife, I mean that kiddingly. We're back in 2 minutes.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Have you heard of a segment on Snowman in the Morning called The Token Female? Well, said Token Female is in the chat right now, and if you want to hear and see her every Thursday or Friday, pending the day and the time, because she is recovering from surgery, then tune in to Snowman in the Morning, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern. And during hour 2, the lovely Allison Moran comes in and gives us the dish on sports especially women's sports. And Miss Moran, I mean this kiddingly. You know, I'm going to apology for talking mess last week about my 49ers. But I'll add this, Allie. If those two hook up again, I want you on the call with me because I got the feeling they'll see each other again. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Buckeyes. They'll start at their own 9, moving left to right out of the pistol. They got -8 yards rushing. They give it to Jackson running left, and Jackson wrestled down right at the line of scrimmage. This Miami defense has been tough, and they have punished Ohio State every step of the way. 3 3-and-outs so far for the Buckeyes. There was one drive where they got a big play, and they'll operate out of the shotgun, fake to Jackson, saying rolls out, looking, lobs it, and it's incomplete. And it's now 3rd and 9. And Ohio State has not converted a 3rd down tonight. Kasmerick, the intended receiver for the Buckeyes, who tried to get a release, he finally got his man off of him, but Sayin, with pressure in his face, threw it high. And Kasmerick, to his credit, was able to turn at the final minute to try to get the pass in, gathered in. My buddy, I was going to shout somebody up and I forgot. 3rd and 9, snap to Sayin from his end zone, throws incomplete, and it's 4th and 9, and they'll have to punt again. This will be the 5th punt of the night for the Bucks. This is crazy. But then again, to echo the point made by a chatter earlier, Ohio State has not faced a defense this ferocious until they got to Indiana. They lose that game, get a week off, and now they're getting pummeled tonight. McGuire's punt comes out of the end zone. High end-over-end punt to the far side of the field. It's taken in by Malachi Toney, and Toney is going to be surrounded and dropped at the 42-yard line. I want to read this name right. Duncan Potato. Am I reading that right? I hope I am. Says, let's go, Snow. Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate you. There's somebody I need to get this to. I'm hoping he gets a chance to come in the chat tonight. 1st and 10, 5:02 left in the first half play. The field push has favored Miami as well. Really favored them. From the 42, Beck back to throw against pressure, stepping up, climbs the pocket and throws, and it's complete. And another 1st down for Miami. Marion on the reception. 14 yards and a 1st down for the Buckeyes. A 1st down for the Hurricanes, I beg your pardon. And it ain't getting any easier. Oh, yeah, he kept that. From the Ohio State 44, 1st and 10. Thank you, Duncan. Wanted to be sure I got it right. They give it to Fletcher, running straight ahead, and Fletcher got tripped up before he could take off. Igbanuson with the stop. Duncan, where are you chatting from, man? Ryan Prater says, I am here. Bear the growling rattle. Oh, man. Ryan, what's going on, man? Thanks for checking in. I truly appreciate you. For those of you checking in, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Zips a pass out to Marion, and Marion dropped. Excuse me again. Inside the 40, down to the 37, where it's 3rd and 3. It's been all Miami so far, 14-0. A touchdown pass to Fletcher, And then a 70-yard pick six by Keontae Scott. 3rd down and 3, 12 on the play clock. Miami 3 for 6 on 3rd downs. Now 8, 7 on the play clock, and timeout Miami. And my little kitten Binks is the smallest one of the bunch. Hi, Binks. All right, your quarterfinals go this way. You got this one tonight. Oregon, Texas Tech will kick everything on the Orange Bowl in Miami. Alabama, Indiana, that's the one I'll have tomorrow. That's the Rose Bowl at 4 p.m. And then Ole Miss and Georgia in a good old-fashioned SEC game. Oh, they got Dave Pash on the call. Nice. Dusty Dvorak and Dave Pash are on the ESPN call. Yours truly, Brian Snow, is on this call right here. And it's been all Hurricanes. They lead 14-0. They're trying to get more before halftime. This is the largest deficit Ohio State has faced this year. On 3rd down, they give it to Fletcher running straight ahead, and Fletcher is not going to get there. He only gets one. It is 4th and 2. Duncan, I am from Chicago originally. And while I'm asking you, let me know where you are listening from, or tuning in from. That is 4th down and 2, and of course Miami's going for it. They want to stick the knife in the gut of the Buckeyes and twist it a little bit. They got plenty of time on the play clock. 7, now 6, now 5. Snap to Beck, looking right, throwing right. It's caught. Malachi Toney, 1st down. Matthews with the stop for the Buckeyes, and this will more than likely take us down to the 2-minute warning. So they line up in bunch formation, and Toney was the target the whole time. Again, Matthews makes the stop, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes for the first half. Miami 14, Ohio State nothing. Let's pause for this timeout. This is the 2025 College Football Playoff, and you're hearing it live on Snowman Multimedia Sports.
Join Ryan McCarthy
I became a Jets fan because Kermit the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
and Dustin Henry
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony, or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Coming up at halftime, it's the Snowman Halftime Report presented by Wanna Parlay, the world's richest parlay. Folks, do me a favor. There's a fellow named Ryan McCarthy who I am very dear friends with. His little cat tag along passed away. So if he pops in the chat tonight, and I hope he does, give him some prayers and some well wishes for me. And I give well wishes and prayers to everyone that's with us in the chat tonight. If you're here for the first time, my name is Brian Snow, 30-year broadcast veteran. I'm providing alternative play-by-play, working my way back into the booth after me and Cancer had a fight, and we won. And I say we because everybody that helped, everybody that prayed for me, sent me some well wishes. It's a team effort. It is indeed a team effort. Kenneth is listening to us from Florida. Duncan is here with us from Michigan. Ryan, what about you? Where are you tuning in from? Everybody let me know where you're tuning in from. This will be the 19th play in Ohio State territory for Miami. Ohio State run 2 plays in Miami territory. From the 30-yard line, we're back to work on 1st and 10. Back to throw with a pump fake. Stepping up into the pocket, and down he goes. Caden Curry gets there. Houston gets there as well. Loss of 6 down and 16. First sack of the night for the Miami Hurricanes. I don't know why my nose is picked tonight to run, but that's what happens when you live in the Midwest and it gets cold. Cold, man, cold. Duncan says go Canes, and a couple folks say go Buckeyes. The team that I want to win it all is tomorrow. And timeout called by Ohio State. I will look at Oregon and Texas Tech and see if they blow up the pinball machine in that game. Matter of fact, let me put this to the chat here. How many points combined will Oregon, Texas Tech score? I'm going to say 100. It's going to be a 100-point game or close to a 100-point game. From the 34-yard line, 2nd down and 14, ball on the right hash. Miami moving left, Tony across the field in motion. He'll get it on the pop pass, and he's wrestled down for a loss. Now Ohio State's defense shows up. Styles with the stop for the Bucks. And Styles read that like a book. Just fought his way between the 2 blockers and made the stop. Kenneth Clark says 120 between the 2 teams. That would not surprise me at all. What do you guys think? How many points will Texas Tech and Oregon score combined? And who is your winner? Another timeout by Ohio State with 1:50 left. Sonny Styles is a tackling machine. He's got 74 tackles this year. Need the over 40.5 to hit, but I don't know tonight. I don't know either. Didn't want to take a chance on that. Purple Pigeon is here with us. I hope I never. 3rd down and 20. Snap to Beck. Looking, on course, a deep one for the right side, and it is incomplete. And finally, Ohio State keeps Miami out of the end zone. With 104 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So this will prompt a field goal attempt by Joyce for Miami. Miami coming into tonight 11 and Joyce is going to punt. I beg your pardon. Ohio State's punted 4 times. This will be the 3rd for Miami. Yeah, and at this point you want to pin them deep. And Joyce takes a couple steps and lets it go. They're fighting for it. Can they save it? Yes. Down at the 2-yard line. Ryan Pigeon, Purple Pigeon, I beg you, says, let's go Canes. Fair catch was called for, but the coverage team for Miami successfully saved it from going into the end zone. So Ohio State has a long way to go and a short time to get there. 1:36 remains in the first half. Great punt by Joyce. 38 yards, no return. And the last first half shutout was at the 2016 Fiesta Bowl for Ohio State. Well, they're facing the shutout tonight, which they should have had on that 59-yard reception before the pick six happened. And here's Donaldson up the middle. He'll get out to the 5, maybe the 6. He got 4 on that play. 2nd down and 6 with 1:30 left in the first half. And now Miami spends a timeout. They're second. They'll have 1 remaining. Aceman, folks, Snowman Multimedia, make sure you like, share, and subscribe because before the Super Bowl, I know my next goal should be 3,000 subscribers, but I want to get to 4,000. I want to get back into doing consistent streams to organically grow this channel and do it with what I love to do, which is talk sports. There's going to be a few extras mixed in there too. We got Snowman learns to cook on a budget. And who do we have here? Gidiotham? Did I say that right? Says, hi, Brian. Happy to hear you're a cancer survivor. Prayerfully, I'll follow suit in my current battle with it. What kind of cancer you got? Because you will beat it. Saying to throw, drops it off to Donaldson. Donaldson pushing his way forward, got the first down, and gets out of bounds with 1:21 left in the second quarter. I want to be sure I read that name right, so I'm going to consult another source here. Not that. Dang it. 1st and 10 for Ohio State as they are facing their first shutout in a long time. Saying out of the gun. Donaldson with him in the backfield. They fake it, and they throw it up the middle. It's caught. Carnell Tate with his first catch tonight. Gets out to the 35-yard. Gets out where? It's another first down for the Buckeyes. Beg your pardon. I want to be sure I pronounced the stage 3. And Gideon, you're going to beat that. All right. He says late to the stream, but I think Oregon and Texas Tech will be 31-20 Texas Tech. Oh, he wants 31-20 Oregon. He wants Oregon to win. From the 35-yard line, 2nd and 2, saying to throw. Over the middle, caught. First down and more by Ennis. Out to the 45-yard line. We're down to the final minute. Gidiotham. Gid, I hope I said that right. Gidiotham, if I'm reading that correct. If not, please tell me. And to throw. Zips one left. That is dropped. Ennis is looking for a completion. Going to get it. 2nd and 10 from the Ohio State 46 for the Buckeyes. And finally, it looks like they're getting into a groove. We got 100 people tuned in right now. Let's get more, folks. Send this out to your friends. We got a whole second half to cover. Trips right, slot left. The slot to the left is Jeremiah Smith. Carnell Tate in motion across the formation. Snap to Sand. Zips one up the middle. Caught by Donaldson. Donaldson knocked down at the 47-yard line. Third down coming up for the Buckeyes. 45 seconds and counting. 43, 42. They will not use that last timeout. You got the pronunciation correct, my friend. Thank you, Giddy. Thank you, Giddy Otham. Brian, talk to us. Step to Sand, stepping up into the pocket. Throws, and it is caught. It is caught by Ennis. And a first down to the Buckeyes with 20 seconds left. And I don't know why they did not. I don't know why they didn't use that final timeout. 25 seconds left. Now 24, 23. Timeout called by the Bucks with 22 seconds left. And Miami leading 14-0. The Bucks trying desperately to get downfield. Y'all want to do a raid at halftime? Yeah, let's do a raid at halftime. Let's do a raid at halftime. And Kenneth, I'm going to let you pick 2 channels, post them in the chat. We'll pick the first one, put the first one in the chat. Lost my cat earlier this year myself. I feel for you. Hurts, but they're free of the pain of this world. PET CT trailers and MRI trailers to hospitals for work. Nice. Nice. I would hate to lose any of the pets that I have now, but I know one of them that may go early. That may go soon. It's going to be Lucy because, man, Lucy's old, but she gets so spry sometimes. And anyone who has watched Snowman in the Morning, and I hope you all do, has seen me with Lucy. And also know whenever Lucy does go, whenever time stops for her, I am going to lose it. I don't know how long I'll lose it. On this drive, Sand 6 of 7 for 55 yards. Snap to Sand, back to throw. Looking, zips up in the middle. Caught by Carnell Tate, bang down at the 31-yard line with 15 seconds left in the first half. And Ohio State will spend their final timeout. Okay. There's a channel in the chat that Kenneth Clark has put there, and at halftime, we're going to go raid them. So do me a favor, if y'all can get there before I do, please do, and use the hashtag Snowman Raid. Use the hashtag Man Raid. I had someone just text me, why do I do this on YouTube? One, because, it's CeeLo. Let's give CeeLo some love at halftime, shall we? That's our first channel we're going to raid tonight. That's the first channel we're going to raid tonight, and we'll do it at halftime. Some of you may get there before me. If you do, use the hashtag Snowman Raid if you would, please, so he'll know where this is coming from. 2nd and 2, 3 sacks for Miami, 1 for Ohio State. 16 seconds left in the half. And Julian Super Saiyan trying to get his team downfield in a game that has been dominated for the most part by Miami, especially with time of possession favoring Miami 9 minutes. It's still only a 2-score game. Snap to Sand, looking to throw, stepping up into the pocket, climbs the pocket, and throws it away. Good call by Sand. Devils trail the Blue Jackets 2-1. There early in the third period of that game. 99 watching here in this. That's Mr. JB's channel. Okay, that's the second one you listed. Okay, we will raid them both at halftime. 3rd and a deuce. Ohio State is only 1 for 5 on 3rd down. And if you're Ohio State, you got to have this one. 10 seconds for the half. Sand takes the belt high shotgun snap, looks to throw, fires near side, far side, beg your pardon, incomplete. And with 6 seconds left, it's now 4th and 2. And with that, you can't take too much time because you want to get some points aboard. Jay Fielding will try to put the Buckeyes on the board. This is a 49-yard field goal inside of the left hash, angle to the right. It's back, it's down, and he shanked it. He shanked it to the left. And Ohio State will go into the locker room scoreless. Wow. So for the second time tonight, Ohio State flew down the field, one with a big play. This one and dunked their way down the field, and Fiedling missed it from 49. So Carson Beck, the transfer from Georgia, will take his team into the half with a 2-score lead. And that is that. So we're at halftime of this College Football Playoff Quarterfinal. And your score at halftime, we're going to show some channels some love here while we're at the half. Your score at halftime is Miami 14, Ohio State nothing. We are on a raid trip when y'all get back. Halftime coming up after this.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
To say the least, I am very shocked at this score right now because I picked Ohio State to win, and they lead 14-0 at the half. I'll take a break, and when y'all get back, we're going to do some raids, and I'll give you the first half stats as our coverage of the CFP quarterfinals continue after this.
I just want from my life, Bobby. Body tell them here we go. Southside bedroom. Dollar glow. Those voices. Yo. Wayne in the winter. Rooney on the car, rocking that little room. Southside static. Clock past 2. Dream in the dark, saying this could be you. Now I'm up. Right team. Turning every bottle dreams from that first faint signal to this full screen scene. Got my squad on deck. You know what I mean? From Southside airwaves to the strings. Old school radio, new school screen. Every clip, every crack of the scene. We bring that heat. We bring that team from Southside airwaves to the strings. Turn it up loud, live your dream. Play by play like you first heard me from Southside airwaves to the stream. Dr. K by my side, that queen, that the vision lock the fire. Living room joint, big dog Shane got the grit in the cut. Makes the open feel big, every heartbeat thump. Snowman more than me, yeah, we built this beam. Throwing back to that radio, beaming into your screen. Old school spirit, new school speed. Call it how we see it, get up here they need. From the childhood to glow. Get in DJ. From Southside airways to the stream. Old school radio, new school screen. Every crack of the scene, we bring that heat. That team from Southside airways to the stream. Turn it up loud, live your dream. Play by play like you first heard me from Southside airways to the stream. To the stream. Here we go. Southside bedroom. Down glow. Lit. House could be the name. Turning every box score back in the dreams. From that first faint signal to this full. Old school radio, new school screen. Every clap, every crack of the scene. We bring that heat. We bring the cape side, that queen, that brain keeps the vision locked. Reward every level point in every ear. Dang, got the grit in the cut. Makes the open feel big. Every heartbeat thump. No man more than me. Yeah, we built big. Going back to the beaming into your screen. Old school spirit, new school. Call it how we see it. People what they now hood is we on. From screen, every crack of the scene, we bring that heat. We bring that team from Southside airways to the stream. Now live your dream. Play by play like you first heard me from Southside airways to the stream. To the stream. One from my life, Bobby Body talk. Here we go. Southside bedroom. Dollar glow. Durham in June. Rooney on the car, rocking that little room. Southside static, clock past 2. Dream in the dark, saying this could be you. Now I'm up late, writing these schemes. Turning every box score back in the dreams from that first faint signal to this full screen scene. Got my squad on deck, you know what I mean. From Southside airwaves to the stream. Every crack of the scene, we bring that heat. We bring that team. From Southside airwaves to the stream. Turn it up loud, live your dream. Play by play like you first heard me. From Southside Airways to the stream. Dr. K by my side, that queen, that brain. Keeps the vision locked in, keeps the fire in frame. Victor on the board, every level on point. Heard in every earbud, every living room joint. Big dog Shane got the grit in the cut. Makes the open feel big, every heartbeat thump. Snowman more than me, and yeah, we built this beam. Throwing back to that radio, beaming into your screen. Old school spirit, new school spirit. You get the people what they need. From that childhood room to this global feed. We don't chase the moment, we make it indeed. From Southside Airways to the stream. Old school radio, new school screen. Every crack of the seam, we bring that heat. We bring that team from Southside. Live your dream. Play.
We got a new chatter here, and it is JBM Sports Fanatic. He says, "What's good, JB Nation? Showing love here, JB. You are very, very much appreciated. I'm still boiling some tea, putting some vitamin C in it, so I don't sneeze anymore tonight. Because for some reason my body's trying to rebel on me, but I ain't having it. I'm also gonna do something else to help me with shorts and everything, and I'm probably gonna wind up using another streamer going forward. I haven't decided yet. So much at play here, but at play right now is a trip to the semifinal, and right now it's got Miami's name on it because the Hurricanes lead the defending champion Bucks. I'm heading your way right now to start a Snowman raid, a few other things, and we will be back. Phew! Wanted to get that in. We'll be back, folks.
Hottest one from my life, everybody told him here is lit. Yo, Wayne in the winter, current only on call. Shout Dream in the dark, saying right knee game, currently going got my squad on deck, you know what I mean. From Southside Airway to the stream. Old school radio, new school screen. Every clap, every crack, we bring that heat. We bring that team from Southside. Turn it up loud, it's your dream. Play by me from Southside Airways to the street. Dr. K by my side, that queen, that brain keeps the vision locked in, keeps the fire frame. Finger on the board, that level on point, heard in every earbud, every living room joint. Big dog Shane got the grit in the cut, makes the open feel big, every heartbeat thump. Snowman more than me, yeah, we built this beam, throwing back to that radio, beaming into your screen. Old school spirit, new school speed, call it how we see it, give the people what they need from that childhood the room to this global feed. We don't taste the moment, we make it indeed. From Southside Hill to the stream, old school radio, no school screen. Have every color scene we dream. Play by play like you first heard me from South. To the screen. I just want everybody tell them here. In the winter, Durham in June. Rooney on the car, rocking that little dark, saying this could be you. Now I'm up late, right in these skinny, turning dreams. Thanks for this whole spring scene. Get my spot on deck. You what I mean? From Southside Airways to the old school, in school screen. And at every crack of the seam, we bring that heat. We bring that team from Southside Airways to the stream. Turn it up loud, live your dream. Play by play, you first heard me from Southside Airways to the street. Dr. K by my side, that queen, that brain keeps the vision locked in, keeps the fire in frame. Victor on the board, every level on point, heard in every earbud, every living room joint. Big dog Shane got the grit in the cut, makes the open feel big, every heartbeat thump. Snowman more than me, yeah. Full speed.
Forgot to turn my mic on. Giddy Otham says, Brian, are you in Ohio? I grew up in Youngstown and currently call Washington State home. Nice. Nice. Actually, I am in Indiana, my friend. I am in Indiana. Tomorrow, speaking of which, we have the number one and top seeded Indiana Hoosiers taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide. Will the new school rule or will the old school take their place? We'll find out on the road to on the road to the national championship. And Friday, we dip back into hockey. We have the New York Rangers and the Florida Panthers. To be the champs, you got to beat the champs. And this is a chance for the Rangers to send a message to the Panthers. Then Saturday, I am doing. We had a raid while you were on break. Okay, cool. Yeah, I had to step away and get some vitamin C in my system because I don't like feeling sick while I'm on the air. I don't like feeling this way at all. So I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get warm. I'm going to continue to stay warm. And I am also right now going to take a break because we got a few minutes before we go back on the air. So you come back. The second half of this upset brewing will come your way after this. God. No, you. Duval. Goodness gracious. Why is that? Why is that messing with me right now? Why is it making me laugh when I got this? I might go to Restream and take a look at them. Penguins.
I just went from my life, everybody told them here we go. Southside bedroom, dollar glow. Those voices lit. Yo, Wayne in the winter, Durham in June. Rooney on the car, rocking that little room. Southside static, clock past 2. Dream in the dark, saying this could be you. Now I'm up late, writing these schemes, turning every box score back in a dreams. From that first faint signal to this full screen scene, got my squad on deck. You know what I mean? From Southside airwaves to the stream. No new school screen, every clap, every crack of the scene.
I think we're gonna
bring
watch,
that heat,
but
we bring that
screw it.
team from Southside.
Okay.
To the stream. Turn it up loud if you
Ready for the third quarter. And it's 14-0 Miami. Keontae Scott with a 72-yard interception return for a touchdown. And the last point scored by Ohio State came with 10:08 left in the second quarter of the Big Ten Championship. You can't make this up, folks. You can't make this up. If you like what you see and what you hear, why don't you help a Snowman and his family out with a Cash App to $ Tallman Dr. K50 or a PayPal donation to @Snowman2172. And if you also like what you see and what you hear, why don't you subscribe to the channel for as low as $2.99 a month. Although I will say, given the fact that I do have some bills to pay, the prices may increase. Don't know. Here we go. Second half underway. It'll be taken in the end zone and come out ahead to the 10, 15, and blasted. You shall go no further, sir, than the 17-yard line. See, you take a knee right there. This is nerves. That stat is not. Yes, it is. And I did the Big Ten championship game. I did that Big Ten championship game. They led 10-6, and then Indiana scored and off the board. OSU still got a week off, and now they trail 14-0 right now as we get set to start the third quarter. Sain has been sacked 8 times in the last 2 games. 3 tonight and 5 against Indiana. On first and running out to the right, gets out to the 24. Gain of 7, second down and 3. 14:37 remaining in the third quarter. Ohio State is trying to get something going because they had stack formation left, single slot right. Hand up to Jackson, running straight ahead, and Jackson bowls his way for a first down out to the 31. Genevieve, my daughter from across the pond, said, how is Ohio losing? I'll tell you how. Miami has punched Ohio State in the mouth repeatedly. Bye weeks are a detriment. I agree, and we're seeing it again. I hope they do away with them next year, regardless of how many teams are in the CFP. I agree with that. Which brings me back to my other question I had earlier tonight. Should they play the games on campus until the national championship? Saying back to throw, rolls on to his right, looking, firing, caught by Ennis, and Ennis races out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Lackluster performance from the champs. Jen, to say the least. And all hail the cute queen. I just had to put that in there. 6-yard gain to Ennis, 2nd down and 4. Also, Happy New Year from the UK. Happy New Year to you, my dear. And may this new year bring you a lot of blessings. And I mean that from the heart. 2nd down and 4, 13:09 left in the third quarter. Ohio State moving right to left. Scarlet tops, gray bottoms, gray helmets. And the handoff to Jackson running straight ahead. First down and more. 40, 45. Loose at the 50. Bang down to the 45-yard line. 18 yards on that play. And a big first down for Ohio State. They've yet to see a third down on this drive. Even with the way Miami is playing right now, it's still only a 2-score game. Gideotham says bowls are pointless. Money grabs at this point. I agree with that. Let the teams that earn it play at home until they're told to stay home. I agree with that. I think they should play the playoff games at home until the national championship. Snap to Sand, back to throw, sacked again, back at midfield. For the 4th time tonight, Julian Sand is sacked, and it's Lightfoot that gets the 4-yard loss. 2nd down and 14 with 12:10 to go in the third quarter. I may be planning a little. Oh boy, she's planning a little something for the Snowman in the Morning return on Monday. We're back live on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern time, and I hope everybody that is tuned into our broadcast tonight is in then to hear how we wrap it up. And that being an extended show, we got a lot to cover. Snap to Sand, back to throw, rifles one up in the middle, and that pass is caught by Jeremiah Smith. First down, Ohio State in my territory. And I believe that is his catch tonight. It is his 4th reception. He's got 105 yards. And I heard JB talking on his channel, was taking a break and getting my tea, and I do have it, that why don't you just keep throwing it to Jeremiah Smith to get you back in the ball game? From the 26-yard line, first down and 10, saying with a change at the line identifies who they need to block for on the play clock. 3, now 2, they give it to Jackson. Oh, that's Donaldson, I beg your pardon, and Donaldson straight ahead, inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line, 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6. But nothing has gone right for Ohio State. All this craziness going on. It's only a 2-score game. You would think Miami would be up by 4 scores right now. Thirteen-play drive and then a pick 6, and that's where we stand. 14-0 Miami. Carnell Tate is in the backfield in stacked off pistol formation. Pistol is off to the right, and they're going to throw it to Carnell Tate, and Tate has a first down and more inside the 15 and whacked out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Will I be doing a stream for the Texas Tech Oregon game tomorrow? I hadn't planned on it. The one I plan on tomorrow is Indiana and Alabama at 4 o'clock, because I'm going to have some time with my wife and my family before I come in here. So now it is 1st and goal for Ohio State from the 8-yard line. Jackson stands in the backfield, ball on the right hash, snap to Sand, back to throw, stepping up into the pocket, now fires out to the right. It's caught by Kasmerick, and Kasmerick will get down to the 5-yard line. Yeah, man, Dr. K is the light of my life. All right. My family, my wife, and my children, they're the light of my life. And my wife is a grad of Indiana University twice over. So Indiana gets priority here. 2nd and goal from the 4. Saying out of the pistol. And they give it to Jackson straight up the middle. Jackson still going. Down to the 1. And it is now 3rd and goal. Here we go with these trolls again. Dag nabbit. Do me a favor. If you're a mod of this channel and you see these spam comments come in, get rid of them. If I can't get to them, please get rid of them for me. 3rd down and goal. 8:27 left in the 3rd quarter. Saying out of the gun with Jackson standing to his left. Jackson one more time, heading to the right, and he's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they're on the board with 8:05 left in the 3rd quarter, and that ends a long drought. $11 plays, 82 yards in 6:55, and Ohio State finally gets a touchdown or gets any sort of points. Yeah, because their last score was a field goal against Indiana. Fielding for the extra point. Bo Jackson caps off the drive. That goes 82 yards and 11 plays. From in between the hashes, the extra point is good. And what do you know? We got a 1-score game. The champs are not done yet. 8:05 left in the 3rd quarter. It is Miami 14 and Ohio State 7. Now this word from Climb for Chris. Hey, Chicago, it's time to climb. Excitement is in the air as we come together for something extraordinary. The Climb for Chris fundraising event, a celebration of strength, community, and unwavering hope. One of our own, Brother Rice class of 2009, a leader, a coach, a friend, a father, Chris Hilliard has spent his life lifting others up, guiding young athletes, inspiring students, and taking every chance to explore the world with his wife Lauren and their 1-year-old son. But in September of 2024, everything changed. Chris was diagnosed with a rare, aggressive brain tumor. Since then, he's been in constant, grueling treatment, traveling out of state almost every other week, from last-minute flights to long hotel stays to meals and rental cars. The bills add up fast. Chris is now a part of an international clinical trial, a treatment path that gives real hope. But staying in the fight means staying in the program, and staying in the program means more travel, more time away, and more mounting expenses. So now it's our turn to show up for him. Join us at Climb for Chris, featuring live music from Maggie Speaks, great food, drinks, raffles, and a community ready to stand tall. Every dollar raised goes toward Chris's medical and travel costs so he can focus on healing, not bills. Every $10 makes a difference. And if you can't give today, sharing the page helps more than you know. Chris is always the one who shows up when it matters. Now we climb for him. Be a part of the miracle. Be a part of the movement. Join us, support, pray, and share. Together, we climb. Learn more and contribute today at Climb for Chris by visiting climbforchris.com. Hey, folks, do me a favor. Please help this channel grow. You can send this. Let me put my headphones on. You can help by subscribing and sharing. And if you can, help us out with a super chat. That helps my family. This is my income now because I want to really make this grow. And I have a goal to get the 4,000 subscribers before the Super Bowl. And the only way I know I can do that is to be consistent, but I also got to be very cognizant of my health also. So I will be streaming 4 nights a week, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, unless an event changes. Then you all will know about it from the website, snowmanmultimedia.com. Feeling to put it in the air to get us back to business. And here we go. And that was 2 and through the zone for a touchback. So the Hurricanes are on offense for the first time. They'll start at their own 25-yard line. Duncan Potato says, "Go Canes. I'm back. Snow you the man." Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Like I said, we just crossed 2,200 subscribers, so that's huge. Duncan, and to everybody that has checked in with me, spread this to your friends, please. Like I said, by the time I call Super Bowl 60 from here in the office, I want to be up to 4,000 subscribers. If others can do it, I know darn well I can. Part of it has been my fault because I let my health go for a while, even after beating cancer and everything else that I've been through. But now I'm focused. I'm ready to get back to business. From the 25 out of the pistol, Fletcher stands behind Carson Beck. They give it to Fletcher running straight ahead, and Fletcher again gets 5 yards. Gain of 5, second down and 5. That's what I messed. That's where I messed up. Second and from the 30, Miami white tops, white bottoms, green numbers trimmed in orange with the white Miami helmets moving right. Snap to Beck. They bring pressure, and that pass is batted down. Now there's some humming, and I don't like it. I don't like it, but you know what? We're gonna keep plugging away and keep getting through this. Maybe put your stream and chat. You know, that's an idea. That's an idea. I have to get it. I have to get it, and I'll get it during the next break. 3rd and 5 for Miami from the 30. Snap to Beck, looking, firing left. It's caught. First down. Gain of 12 and a first down as Marion makes the catch. And the game with the Rangers and the Panthers, that's the Winter Classic. That's the Winter Classic. And I want that on Friday. 8 p.m. is the start time. 1st and 10. Carson Beck on 3rd down is 4 of 6. He's thrown a touchdown. He's got 3 first downs, including that one. On 1st down, they give it to Fletcher, running straight ahead, and Fletcher bullying his way forward, out past the 45 to the 48-yard line. 6-yard gain, down and 4. You know what? That's a heck of an idea. Kenneth, that's a heck of an idea. I'm going to put my Discord in the chat, and if you all want to join it, please do. Let me see if I can find it first. with sriracha sauce. Man, my buddy Shane is having a good time. Handoff Fletcher straight ahead. First down and more. He's loose and down to the 40-yard line. Miami says, okay, Ohio State, you scored. Watch this. And they're driving right down the field again. Let me find out if there's a way I can get the link to this. I got 581 followers on Discord. Oh, that's my TikTok numbers. All night, and I'm distant with it. From the Ohio State 40, 1st and 10, Miami moving right out of the pistol. They turn and give it to Pringle, and Pringle gets a couple. 2nd down and 8 coming up. I'm not familiar with Discord yet. I'm trying to be. Trying to figure out how to get my link from my Discord onto the server. I haven't figured that out yet. 2nd down and 8, 4:44. Good Lord. Under 5 minutes left in the third quarter already. Snapped it back. Pressure coming. And Beck is down right at the line of scrimmage. Big 3rd down coming up defensively for Ohio State and offensively for Miami. Good job by Ohio State bringing pressure. 3rd and 9. They're going to need 9 on 3rd down. Miami. Miami is 4 for 9 on 3rd downs tonight. I get the link to my Discord server. That's what I'm trying to find right now while doing this. Snap to Beck. They bring pressure up the middle of that pass. It's caught. Ball's out. But Tony able to get to it, and he is whacked short of the 1st down. Oh, baby. Malachi Tony got absolutely drilled. But the ball takes a fortuitous bounce. It bounces right back to him. So now a long field goal for Carter Davis. He was 1 for 4 against Texas A&M. This is from 50. Left hash angle to the right, and he drilled it right through the uprights and good. So the Canes get points on this drive, and they make it a 2-score game again in a rapidly moving 3rd quarter. Your score is Miami 17 and Ohio State 7. Let's pause for this timeout.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
If you want to help old Snowman on his road to recovery from all the health problems and I can get back to work, do me a favor. Visit my GoFundMe at gofundme.com/snowman's road to recovery. What I'm going to do is take Kenneth's advice and I'm going to pin all these links in the chat. And I'll definitely have that set up for tomorrow. Happy early new year, everybody. I'll do a sign off for 2025 and take us into 2026. And Tony's going to the Malachi. Tony's going to the tent. Here's the approach and the kickoff as we get back to work, and it's in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Oh, I got to build the doggone thing? I got to build this doggone thing? I don't want to. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. I will pin all of my social media accounts to this and have it ready for tomorrow. We have time on the field. 3:01 left in the third. Miami 17, Ohio State 7. Let's pause for this timeout.
Join Ryan McCarthy.
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
And Dustin Henry.
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps
As they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
Out to one of my best and dearest friends, not only in the business but in life, Mr. Cole Johnson. He's the fellow who put the intro together and in many essences has been my mentor in getting freaking organized and doing my YouTube channel. I've temporarily lost the feed trying to get it back. We have 3:01 left in the third quarter. It's Miami 17, Ohio State 7. See, the moment I start, and I knew this would happen, and I thought I'd try it anyway. The moment I started messing, trying something on my desktop, it starts going haywire. Something. Let's do this. All right. From where we're looking at second and 6, as Donaldson runs for a gain of 4. A little bit of an update from the from the NFL. All-Pro tight end George Kittle nursing an ankle injury, as absolutely expects to play. A couple of scores while we try to get the feedback for you. The Bulls win over the Pelicans, 134 to 118. And the Warriors beat the Hornets 132 to 125. Dadgummit, here we go with this again. I hate when that happens. I hate when that. I'll talk about it later. Yeah, I saw that. I expect to play unless Trent Williams heck out of Christian McCaffrey come Saturday. Come Saturday night. I not only want it, I expect it. Is that Stephon Diggs who was suspended for good? You said Patriots. I'm thinking Stephon Diggs. All right. Uh-huh. I had the feed for a few moments and it was working. It was working great. Yeah, it's Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs is in major trouble. And frankly, I hope they don't bring him back. Nah, everything's frozen. Jeez Louise. Let me throw some more here. Or another person did it. Allegedly choked his Why do you just because you're an athlete doesn't mean you have to go around hurting people. That's not fair, and that's not right, and that's not cool at all. At all. Allegedly being the key word. Absolutely. Absolutely. Allegedly being the operative word. If he didn't do it and they prove, listen, I let the law and the system and the case play itself out before I weigh in on anything. That is always how I've been as a journalist. And I've been doing this 30 years. Have I had knee-jerk reactions? Absolutely. Absolutely. But at the same time, I've been called a shock jock forever. But then when they find out I got stuff and information to back up my claims, then they all shut up. And then they all leave me alone. And I don't know what the heck's going on here, but I'm having issues with my feed, ladies and gentlemen. And I apologize for this. All right, Ohio State has a 1st and 10 at their own 41. Will Kazmarek with the last reception. It's a gain of 12. Why is this not working? Dang nabbit. His soup was cold. Is this? Oh boy, I'm not reading that name aloud because I got children in the house. Charged with battery and assault. Okay, prove it. Prove your case. Donaldson for repair out to the 43. And again, I'm still having trouble here, so forgive me. And Ohio State picked up another 1st down at the 40. You know what? Tomorrow, I do come in here. I'm going to give myself a couple of hours to be in here, and I'm going to tear this joint apart. All right, we're back to business. right, we got the feedback. I apologize for the delay. I'm going to spend some time tearing this apart and getting it to where it's in optimal operation, because there's another monitor that I want to add to my setup that'll have all my stats on it. And I'm also working on getting another desktop. From the Miami 48 on 1st and 10, they give it to Jackson running left. Jackson gets inside the 45 down to the 43-yard line. Reggie Jackson says Ohio State, I think, is done for the night, and it seems that way, but we still got a full quarter to go. Jackson gets 4 on that play. Is the battery aggravated? Down the sideline, caught by Jeremiah Smith. First down for Ohio State. Let's check the replay. Yeah, he did. He got that foot down. Miami's looking for an OPI, offensive pass interference, for those of you tuning in for the first time. Not going to get it. And not only did he get 1 foot down, he got both feet down. 16 seconds left in the third quarter. That is we have a Miami player down. That's a gain of 22 yards. Saying is up to 247 passing yards on the night. We are an hour and 55 minutes away from the new year. Pure Adrenaline Sports is here with us. Big John, what's going on, man? Avalor Don Jr., I hope I read that right. On the reverse comes Jeremiah Smith running to the right. Smith trying to get some room, and he'll get a couple, and that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. So they tried another trick play. Well, they tried a trick play. Miami was ready for it, just like Ohio State was ready for Miami's trick play in the first half. And the better thing I got to do, I got to get some better lighting here so I can really use my green screen that was sent to me by a friend. Hey, how about a fourth quarter goal, folks? How about a fourth quarter goal of a few super chats to get me closer to some more things I need to get here in studio? Think we can do it? Let's see if we can do it. Let's get to the $100 mark in super chats for the fourth quarter. And speaking of which, that's where we're headed. Fourth quarter time. Miami 17, Ohio State 7. Back after this timeout. Hey, Chicago, it's time to climb. Excitement is in the air as we come together for something extraordinary. The Climb for Chris fundraising event, a celebration of strength, community, and unwavering hope. One of our own, Brother Rice class of 2009, a leader, a coach, a friend, a father, Chris Hilliard has spent his life lifting others up, guiding young athletes, inspiring students, and taking every chance to explore the world with his wife Lauren and their 1-year-old son. But in September of 2024, everything changed. Chris was diagnosed with a rare aggressive brain tumor. Since then, he's been in constant, grueling treatment, traveling out of state almost every other week, from last-minute flights to long hotel stays to meals and rental cars. The bills add up fast. Chris is now a part of an international clinical trial, a treatment path that gives real hope. But staying in the fight means staying in the program, and staying in the program means more travel, more time away, and more mounting expenses. So now it's our turn to show up for him. Join us at Climb for Chris, featuring live music from Maggie Speaks, great food, drinks, raffles, and a community ready to stand tall. Every dollar raised goes toward Chris's medical and travel costs so he can focus on healing, not bills. Every $10 makes a difference. And if you can't give today, sharing the page helps more than you know. Chris is always the one who shows up when it matters, Now we climb for him. Be a part of the miracle. Be a part of the movement. Join us, support, pray, and share. Together, we climb. Learn more and contribute today at Climb for Chris by visiting climbforchris.com. Here we go, the fourth and final period. And if you want to help this channel, super chats and Cash App donations will definitely help. The person who contributes the most, I got a gift for you. Jackson running left, bangs into a defender, and he's down at the 15-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 3. So points here make this a one-score game again, but it's going to be Ohio State's defense that's going to have to make a stop. If they get a touchdown here, it's a 3-point game. Jackson running hard, and he has 55 yards on the ground tonight. 67 for Fletcher for Miami. In the second half, Ohio State has outgained Miami 142-43. 3rd and 3, big 3rd down coming up for the Buckeyes. They give it to Donaldson running straight ahead, and he's going to be short. It'll be 4th and a pair. From the Miami 14-yard line, Miami stood tall that time. No, it is not cocaine. It's a T-shirt, actually. And I will open the shop tomorrow. They're going to go for it. 4th and 2, 13:39 left in the ball game. Got to have it if you're Ohio State. Snap to Sayin, looking, throwing up the middle, caught, 1st down, and touchdown, Jeremiah Smith. But a flag came in, and it's against Miami. Penalty is declined. Touchdown, Buckeyes. With 13:28 left in the ball game, Miami 17, Ohio State 13, with the extra point to come. Jeremiah Smith has caught 6 for 141 tonight. Ohio State goes 75 yards in 10 plays. They eat up 4:33 off the clock. There was a person that asked what the gift is. The gift is a T-shirt from the Snowman Multimedia shop. Extra point is good. And with 13:28 remaining in the ball game, the Buckeyes are back in it. 13:28 for the ball game. Miami 17, Ohio State 14 in a good one. This is the 2025 College Football Playoff on Snowman Multimedia Sports.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze god.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can be the black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
My boy Dietz is here with me. They threw those flags so late. Even if he didn't catch it, they were going to give him a first down, no matter what. I agree with that. I didn't catch the. Was the call, Dietz? You probably saw this well before I did. Was the call actually pass interference? Was that the actual call? I just need a confirmation on that as I look at my stats here in front of me. Nope, defensive holding. It's not. It was defensive holding. It's defensive holding. Boston Bruins lead the Edmonton Oilers 2-0 with one. I beg your pardon. 1:44 left in the first period. Man, my whole body is acting stupid, and I apologize for that. But whew, we got 79 folks in here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit the super chat, support the show, and hit the Cash App, support the show. Not just the show, but the channel and my family. Buckeyes trail now 17-14, ready to get back to work as Fielding approaches and puts it in the air, toe to leather, headed toward the end zone and through the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes will start at their own 25-yard line. 13-28 left in the ball game. 2 division titles on the line. On Saturday, the Panthers will play at Tampa Bay for the NFC South. And the big one, the one that we're going to have, the Seahawks and the 49ers at 7:45 will be for the NFC West, not just the NFC West title, but for the top seed in the NFC. And I can honestly tell you, as a 49er fan and 49er insider, I did not expect the Niners to be competing for the NFC West for the simplest of reasons, all the injuries they've had. 1st and 10 for Miami from their own 25-yard line. Fletcher behind Beck in a pistol formation. Malachi Tony close to the line. Snap to Beck, back to throw. Curry's coming. A throw deep down the sideline, and that pass is incomplete. 2nd down and 10 coming up. 13-20 remaining in the ball game. I want to get to CeeLo's level of 50,000 subscribers. And I will set a goal by all-star break of baseball season to get there. I'm not even going to say I know I won't get there. I'm going to set a goal. I'm going to go for it. This is a brand and this is a business that we're establishing. 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard line. 5 on the line for the Buckeyes. They give it to Fletcher, and Fletcher is caught and dropped for a loss of 1. So all the free lanes that Fletcher had in the first half hasn't gotten any in the second half. Bandito is with us, cheering the Buckeyes on. And Dietz, I don't understand either. 3rd and 11. Beck in shotgun formation with Fletcher standing to his left. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Snap to Beck. Pressure coming. Beck is loose. Beck is going to be caught where? Miami says first down, and it looks like they have it. He needed 11, and he got all 11. Great job by Carson Beck taking the ball and running with it and getting to that first down marker. And where he landed, he was on top of a player. That's a first down. $12 minutes left. 1st and 10 from the 35. Out of the pistol formation with Fletcher behind Beck. Tony in motion. Sets at the left. They give it to Fletcher, and Fletcher's going to be caught and dropped again. Gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. And if you're Miami, you want to take all the time that you can and get a clinching score. The winner of this game will play the winner of Mississippi and Georgia next Thursday, January 8th at 7:30, and we'll have that one for you. From here out, we'll have both the semifinals and the national championship. And Monday, we'll have the FCS national championship, Illinois State and Montana State. Second down, throw out to the left is caught by Marion. Marion gets 3. It leaves third down and 6. And if there was a time for Ohio State to come up with a stop, this would be it. Miami 5 of 11 on third downs. From the 39-yard line, the line to make us the 45. They're out of the gun. 3 receivers right, lone slot left, snap to Beck. Looking to throw, steps up, throws, incomplete. And Ohio State gets the stop that they need. It is fourth down, and Miami will punt it away. It looked like it wasn't going to be that much of a drive. Duncan Potato says Tony to score, calling it. Well, not on that drive. Dylan Joyce will punt it away. Brandon Ennis to return for the Buckeyes. He gets it away, and it will drop out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And that is where the Buckeyes will start this next drive. Ooh-wee. We got a Donnybrook here, folks. Or as my favorite wrestling announcer, one thereof, Jim Ross says it best, we got a good old-fashioned slobber knocker. 10-27 for the ball game. It is Miami 17, Ohio State 14. We're back after this.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
We got 107 people in here tonight. Let's see if we can get the same turnout tomorrow at 4 p.m. when I will have the call of Indiana and Alabama. Most receiving yards in college football playoff history, Devontae Smith in 6 games has 559, but Jeremiah Smith in 5 games has 522. He just might bust that record tonight. And his night started with a 59-yard reception, which unfortunately for the Bucs turned into a pick 6. But Jeremiah Smith also has a touchdown tonight. Next year, my goal is to get to these games, build this brand where people will recognize Snowman Multimedia Sports, a division of Snowman Multimedia, and just we get there. I'll find a room all to myself, a booth all to myself, and call this doggone thing. On 1st and 10, snap to Sand, looking to throw, fires out to the right, caught by Will Kasmerick. Kasmerick across the 30, across the 35, and a first down. out to the 37-yard line on a gain of 12. That makes Sayin 20 for 29 for 273 yards. He's thrown a touchdown and, of course, that pick six in the first half. Ohio State has scored 14 of the last 17 points in the ball game. 9:50 left. Ohio State driving for the lead. Sayin in the second half is 9 for 9 for 116 yards and a touch. They'll start this new set of downs at their own 37 out of the pistol. Donaldson behind Sayin. They give it to Donaldson running straight ahead. Donaldson breaks loose across the 40 to the 41. Gain of 4, second down and 6. And now this Ohio State offense, though they only have 14 points, they're starting to churn. They have 327 total yards. Miami with 222. And they've owned the ball for 23 plus minutes. 9:05 left in the ball game. 17-14 Miami. Second down and 6 from the 41-yard line. Ohio State moving right. Snap to Sayin, looking, and dropped at the 30-yard line. Loss of 9 on the sack. 5th sack tonight for Miami. And in the last 2 games, Julian Sayin has been sacked 10 times. 5 for Indiana and 5 for Miami. And that looked like that was a delayed blitz from the safety who bowled over Jackson and got to Sayin. And now the biggest third down of the night right here. 8:15 for the ball game. Sayin out of the gun. Take a shot and snap. They bring pressure rifles to the middle, and it's caught. But Jeremiah, first down for the guys. Needed 15, got 16. First down, Ohio State. Well, he's got 538 in terms of total number of receiving yards in one less game as compared to Devontae Smith. One more completion like that, and he'll break the record. But Ohio State doesn't care. They want to get the lead from the 48-yard line. First down. Snap to Sayin. Back to throw. Looking and lobs one deep down the right side. Incomplete. Looking for Carnell Tate, who's been silent tonight. Jeremiah Smith has 7 receptions for 157 yards and a touchdown. Second down and 10, 7:26 remaining in the ball game. Miami 17, Ohio State 14. Michael Irvin on the sidelines representing his Miami Hurricanes. He wore number 47 for Miami. Second and 10, 7:26 remaining in the ball game. Out of the gun, snap to Sayin. Pressure coming again. Sayin trying to get loose. And he throws it to Jackson. Jackson's going to get to the Miami 46, but hold the phone. There's a flag down. It's holding against Ohio State. So second and 10 has now become second and 20. Daniels the guilty party. Good job by Sayin getting out of trouble. Able to drop that pass off to Jackson. So now it is second down and 20. 7 minutes left. Is this the last stand for Ohio State? Donaldson jettisons the backfield. And now they'll go 3-by-2, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Snap to Sayin. Back to throw. Up the middle. Incomplete. Carnell Tate, the intended receiver, and he got drilled right at the point of attack. Now it is 3rd and 20. Is this the last? I'll say it again. Is this drive the last stand for the champs? 3rd and 20, 6:47 left. Ball game on the line for Ohio State. Sayin out of the gun with Donaldson in the backfield. Snap to Sayin, looking, stepping up into the pocket, and he throws, and it's complete to Donaldson, but he's dropped for a 2-yard loss. Each team has all 3 timeouts with 6:35 left. And Ohio State will punt for the 5th time. Joe McGuire will punt it away. He does from left to right. Flag comes out. Fair catch made by Malachi Toney at the 10-yard line. 53-yard punt, no return, but let's check the flag. Now, if I'm Miami, I'm declining this penalty and I'm taking the football. False start called against Ohio State. I have never moving for the ball to snap. So now it'll be 4th and a mile, and they're going to make him punt it again. Deet says 2 first downs and take it 4 minutes off the clock. 2 first downs, maybe 3. You don't want to leave Ohio State any kind of time whatsoever. It is now 4th and 27 with 6:04 left. And this punt is shorter. Malachi Toney runs up and makes the fair catch at the 30-yard line. So instead of a 53-yard punt with no return, he loses 14 because of a 5-yard penalty. And now McGuire now only has a 35-yard punt with no return. So 5:56 remained in the ball game. This could be ball game for Miami if they're able to get a couple of first downs. 5:56 left. Miami 17, Ohio State 14. Let's pause for this timeout.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As she takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific time zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Two first downs should put this game away, because if Miami manages the clock correctly, and thank you, Dees, for pointing this out, they can easily take about 3.5 minutes off the clock, wear it down to the 2-minute warning, and leave Ohio State no choice but to use their timeouts, unless they use them on this series. If Ohio State stop and they're able to get the ball back, there's a possibility they won't have any timeouts left. So let's see how Miami plays this. Deet says you also that you also can't get greedy and call plays that control the clock. Yeah, you're not worried about scoring here. You're not worried about scoring here. You're worried about wearing this clock down. 5:50 for the game. And they'll start out of the pistol with Fletcher. In the shotgun. They give it to Fletcher, running straight in, and Fletcher's loose. Fletcher, 45 and out of bounds at the 48-yard line. Wow, 19 big ones for Fletcher. The other thing is a score could put this game away. That's the first big lane he has had since the first quarter of tonight's game. And Miami has been in control since the first quarter. Fletcher with 90 yards now on the ground. They'll operate from the left hash on 1st and 10. Beck out of the shotgun. They give it to Fletcher again. And Fletcher gets inside Ohio State territory down to the 47-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4 to be 2nd down and 6 with 5 minutes left. Got 161 folks in here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Keep this channel going. If you can find it in your heart to make a Cash App donation or a super chat, that would be great also. Tomorrow we got Indiana and Alabama. The winner of that game gets the winner of the leadoff game tomorrow with Oregon and Texas. Man, what is Oregon? 2nd down and 6. Snap to Beck, looking to throw. Beck escapes trouble, escapes to his right. Bang down inside the 45, down to the 44. And it leaves 3rd down. Who goes back to the locker room with their head held high? Who plays to win, or the coach who plays not to lose? Well, the coach who plays to win at this point, because you're down to 4 minutes left in the ball game. Well, it says 2 first downs should do it. They got 1. They need to get another. 3:54 left. 3rd and 3 from the 44. Snap to Beck. Looking, throwing. It's caught. 1st down, Miami. Inside the 40, down to the 39. Keep that clock moving. Brown with his first reception of the night. And the way this clock is ticking right now, and not a timeout, Reese made the stop that time. I don't think I'm going to see the ball again. This game gets the winner of tomorrow night's game between Mississippi and Georgia, an old SEC rivalry which produced about 895 yards. On 1st down, they give it to the running back, running off to the right. He's got another 1st down. That's the 3rd 1st down on this drive. Brown with the carry. 13 yards and a 1st down for Miami. And I believe they're trying to put this in the end zone and put it out of reach. It would have to be this drive. It had to be this drive right here for Miami to put the game out of reach. And I think they just did. Miami has been running all night long. This is the most yards that Ohio State has allowed in a game, 141. They've had the 5th defense in the nation. On 1st down, they give it to Fletcher. And Fletcher will get knocked down at the 25-yard line. And this is going to take us down to the 2-minute warning. And Dietz, you called it, buddy. Dietz called this absolutely correct. You don't need points. You need to wear this clock down and make Ohio State use their timeouts. We're into 2 minutes. 3 minutes elapsed off the clock already. We're down to 2 minutes remaining from a colossal upset. But Ohio State put themselves in this situation. And right now, the game-winning play has got to be that pick 6. 2 minutes left. It's Ohio State trailing Miami 17-14. We're back after this.
Join Ryan McCarthy
I became a Jets fan because Kurt the Frog was my favorite Muppet because he was green, and the Jets wore green. That's how I became a Jets fan.
and Dustin Henry
ESPN is cashing all in on let's pay a few personalities and we'll just kind of fill in the gaps.
as they walk you through all of the world of sports from their perspective.
The Albany Empire, it's a literal circus.
No credentials required. Where, Ryan, say the tag.
Where you don't need a press pass to talk sports.
Every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. On YouTube and where you can find all podcasts. Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony, or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
How are you going to celebrate a brand new year? Well, I'm probably going to take a nap. I am going to call it after this game is done and just relax, turn my brain off because I got to turn it back on tomorrow for Indiana and Alabama at 4 p.m. We will probably catch the tail end of Oregon and Texas Tech, and I have the very distinct feeling there's going to be a lot of points in that game. Kenneth Clark says, Monday's my mom's birthday. Well, happy early birthday to your mom. Bandito says it's going to stay perfect heading into 2026. Kim McCabe says, may the best man win. Gideon says, sick of the hype all year. Let's go ACC. Well, looks like you're going to score the upset. Same here, an IU grad, but Ray's on South Bend's Irish on first down. They give it to Fletcher, and Fletcher gets 5. Timeout Ohio State with 1:53 left. The only team being push Ohio State around like this was the Big Ten championship against Indiana, an upset that I called, not only on a prediction, but I did the play-by-play call for that game. Rays in South Bend. Rebel Art Studio is with us. I think this one's over, folks. I think this one is over. One more first down, and that's it, because you're going to force Ohio State to use their timeouts. It's 3rd and 4 with 1:53 left. From the bottom to the top says, showing H-Town love. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for coming in from Houston. 6 for 13. Miami is on third downs. They're going to try to convert this one. They drop the screen. First down and more inside the 10 and down to the 8. This ball game's over. Miami has scored the upset and have held one of the highest scoring teams to 14 points. Bandito says they were favorites to win it all. Not for me, they weren't. Not for me, they weren't. That was a brilliant tunnel screen with all the blockers coming. Caden Curry has been quiet. The Ohio State defense has been stone quiet. And Miami is moving on to next Thursday night. Ray Lewis is there. Ray Lewis is there. Michael Irvin is there. They are hyped. It is first and goal. You know what? If you think about it, there's one more timeout to use for Ohio State. Gideon says, I think the CFP has been Georgia's to lose. Well, we're going to find out tomorrow night, because this will be the 5th consecutive top 4 seed that got a bye that will lose. Brown in the pistol formation on first and goal. They get Brown running straight ahead, and Brown will be tackled at the 5 with 100 seconds remaining. And Ohio State's not using the final timeout. So you could take a knee and this baby's done. $125 left. Joy Bama Fantasy Mole Beck not throwing picks is why they won. Absolutely, that's why they won. You know why? You know why else they won? This running game tonight has absolutely punched Ohio State in the mouth, and they started doing that early. And now Ohio State is out of time. They give it to Brown running straight ahead. Ball game. Yeah, Gideon, 5th consecutive. It'll be the 5th consecutive top 4 seed, because remember, in the playoff, the top 4 seeds get a bye. They used 5 minutes and 1 second off the clock. Michael Irvin is in the middle of that celebration. They're playing the Miami fight song. This ball game's over. This ball game is over. Miami is moving on. Unreal. Extra point good. Miami 24, Ohio State 14. And Ohio State has run out of time and have run out of miracles. Miami will play next Thursday night against the winner of Georgia and Ole Miss. So Brown gets a rushing touchdown and Fletcher gets a rushing touchdown, a pick 6 along with it. To be the champs, you must unseat the champs, and the champs have just been unseated. Winner of this game will get the winner of Ole Miss and Georgia, and they'll play it in Phoenix, Arizona at the Fiesta Bowl. Meanwhile, the winner of Oregon, Texas Tech will get the winner of Alabama, Indiana, and they'll play that in Atlanta. Big Giants fall hard, and this is the hardest. This is the hardest. All top 4 seeds lost last year, even after a bye. So it brings up an argument that we have been talking about on Snowman in the Morning, and Cole Johnson and my buddy, the playmaker, Darnell Solins, have talked about get rid of the buys. You get rid of the buys. Unless you give everybody a buy and you start 1 week later. And you also play it on campus. This game is over with 55 seconds left. Unless Ohio State gets downfield quick. And they haven't been able to move downfield on a consistent basis all night. So Miami is heading to Arizona to play in the Fiesta Bowl. They get the winner of Georgia and Ole Miss next Thursday night. And we'll have it for you here on Snowman Multimedia Sports. Snap to Sand. Back throw. Winds up and throws. Far side. Deep and incomplete as Carnell Tate dropped it as he fell out of bounds. It'll be 2nd and 10. You know what? I saw this coming. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I saw this coming, and I did not trust Ohio State. Even though I did pick them, my mind didn't trust them for the reason that I saw tonight. They got punched in the mouth a lot. So the entire state of Florida is rejoicing right now. All teams with a bye have lost in the quarterfinal. It'll be 5 for 5. Down the middle, it's picked off. This game's over. Rebel Art Studio with a $10 super chat. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. And that's it. That's it. Giddy Gotham says, gonna drop. Happy I came across your channel. Thanks everyone. It's been fun. Man, it's been fun to have you. And no repeat champion. The Super Saiyan is dead. The Super Saiyan wore off. Wow. Miami was a lot fresher than Ohio State because remember, Miami played last weekend in the first round. And I wonder if that's going to hold true tomorrow. Jason Taylor is there. Ray Lewis is there. Oh, that's one of the assistant coaches. I beg your pardon. Taking in, this baby's over. Start the bus. Miami, start the bus. You're headed to Arizona. Rebel Art Studio says it was lots of fun. Really appreciate it. Great show. Thank you. Thank you very much. 3 of them tomorrow. It'll start at noon with Oregon and Texas Tech. Miami came into AT&T Stadium and did the doggone thing. Robert Cobb, my buddy, is down there covering his Buckeyes, and wow, the upset is complete. Not one team that has had a bye has won since the 12-team playoff began. This adds to it. Your final score tonight, Miami 24, Ohio State 14. We're back with the final totals, and we'll wrap it up after this.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like Boomstick Lady. No free throw is safe from the roar of her sticks. SeatGeek helps her find a seat in the direct eye line of the shooter so she can sit where her boomsticks make the biggest boom. Everybody okay? SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Join the transporter to Hades.
Your butt and gut becomes one.
Join the reformer of hooker whores.
This is my daughter, Placenta Booty Johnson.
Join the bronze car.
Whenever you are in distress, take off your baseball cap and throw it in the air.
Join your very own superhero of broadcasting, Chris Bass.
So whatever color crayon they get, they palm it and do 2 circles, and that translates to, I can beat up black people.
As he takes you through the week's paces in Baseline. Live every Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central, Pacific Time Zone people, just stay asleep when this is on live and just catch the recording. Oh, I'm sorry. Exclusively on the Chris Bass YouTube channel.
Welcome to our post-game show. It's brought to you by Snowman's Road to Recovery. Go to GoFundMe.com/Snowman's Road to Recovery and find out how you can help keep us going and also continue to help me on my road to recovery from cancer and different health ailments and get a whole lot of other stuff done. Well, a very important question twice over has come up in the chat. And the question is the bye meaningless? Well, considering the fact that the first 5 teams that have had a bye have gone down, I would have to say yes. The bad is Jack says the bad is bad luck. Victor says, so is the bye meaningless right now? Miami, Georgia, deal with it. And Billy, you got half of your prediction right. Miami now awaits the winner of Mississippi and Georgia. That's tomorrow. We might take a peek at that. Got to see how things go here around the household. But man, what a performance by the Miami Hurricanes. They beat Ohio State and beat them up 24-14. The play of the game, Keontae Scott's pick 6, which extended the lead to 14-0. Ohio State got close. They got within 14-7. Miami gets a field goal. Matter of fact, why don't I just recap the scoring? It goes like this. Carson Beck hits Fletcher for a 9-yard touchdown. Davis adds the kick, making it 7-0, capping off a 13-play, 83-yard drive. After Ohio State gets down the field on a long pass from Super Saiyan to Jeremiah Smith, well, the next pass by Saiyan was intercepted by Keontae Scott for a 72-yard touchdown run. It was 14-0. That's how we went into recess. Bo Jackson gets a 1-yard touchdown, making the score 14-7. Davis adds a 49-yard field goal, making it 17-7. Saiyan hits Jeremiah Smith for a 14-yard touchdown. Fiedling added the extra point, making it 17-14. And then the coup de grace, Brown with the touchdown to end the game and end the reign of Ohio State 24-14. And we say it all the time on the morning show. To be the champs, you must unseat the champs. Well, guess what, folks? The champs have been unseated. And I promise I'll have a green screen back here behind me tomorrow. Individual stats go like this. In a losing effort, Julian Saiyan, 22 of 35, 287 yards. He threw a touchdown and 2 picks. Carson Beck in the win went 19 for 26 for 138. Fletcher for Miami led them with 19 carries for 90 yards. Bo Jackson led Ohio State with 11 carries for 55 yards. And I think that was the difference in the ball game. Miami has been able to run the ball. They were able to run the ball all night long. Also, Miami's defense came to play. As I put up Pizzle's comment right here, how does the expression go? To be champs, you must unseat the champs. And the champs are gone. The champs are gone. So we will have a new champion this year, and you're going to hear it and see it live here on Snowman Multimedia Sports. Woo! Baby! What a job by the Miami Hurricanes. And Pizzle, that's for you, buddy. That's for you. Final score one more time. Miami 24, Ohio State 14. It's the Miami Hurricanes that will move on and play the winner of Ole Miss and Georgia with a spot in the championship game in Miami. What if Miami winds up hosting the national championship game? Will that be crazy? Because now that is in play. That is now definitely in play. Because Miami is still alive. And where's the championship this year? It's in Miami. It is in Miami. So it would be crazy. It's not like I haven't seen it before with the Miami Hurricanes. 1984, hello, against a heavily favored Nebraska team. And they knocked them off 31-30. Saw Miami go to the Rose Bowl in 2002 and beat the hell out of Nebraska. I forgot that. That's one of the few scores that is not coming to me. at least not now. But man, what a performance. You heard me say it so many times, and I'll continue to say it, and it's true. What a performance by the Miami Hurricanes tonight. Final, Miami 24, Ohio State 14. Next time we'll be with you will be tomorrow when the Indiana Hoosiers take on the Alabama Crimson Tide. And Indiana better be careful, though they are the number one seed and the number one team in the nation, as this 12-team college football playoff has shown and proven it's anybody's day at any time. Thanks to our sponsors. Want to parlay? The world's richest parlay. Also, thank you to Climb for Chris. Go to climbforchris.com and find out how you can be a contributor to an event that we're going to be at on March the 1st. And our post-game show is brought to you by Snowman's Road to Recovery. Help a snowman and his family out at GoFundMe.com/Snowman's Road to Recovery. My time is up. I want to say Happy New Year to each and every one of you, and thank you to each and every one of you that tuned in to tonight's game. We had some great time tonight. We had a great chat with everybody. I hope you can be back here tomorrow. 3 of them tomorrow. We got the middle one and maybe the last one. Maybe we'll do the last one with Ole Miss and Georgia. Hope you enjoyed it as we enjoyed bringing it to you. God bless you all. I love you, and Happy New Year, everybody. Preceding has been a presentation of Snowman Multimedia and Snowman Multimedia Sports. Good night and Happy New Year, everybody.